Best one.
Yes. This is my
It keeps going down.
Oh, yeah,
This is it.
I've seen this one too.
This
Have you
is it.
seen this one too?
Wonderful.
I have to.
I asked his permission to show it. He said
And
yes.
of course, I said it without a doubt. We need to blow it up.
Oh,
What?
man, I'm ready for this.
Okay, so
I
this
can pixelate this
what
in
I'm
the
about
camera.
to show. No, you can't. So what I'm about to show you is you took a crayon and colored it out, your grandma's copy, but I kept a copy.
That's true.
You took a crayon, you colored it out.
You thought this wasn't even
Look,
around.
camera.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Is it?
This is my son
Woo!
taking a
Look
bubble
at
bath.
those show legs.
He was like about, you were
Have
under
you seen
two.
it?
I can't even see
Those
it.
are nice legs.
Whoa! This is serious. Hey, I'm Chad Davis. I have the pleasure of announcing a very special episode. This is our mom's episode. We love our moms, and I'm here with Jared Chambliss, my fellow awesome companion.
Hola.
One of my best friends, actor, comedian, a writer, all the things. My beautiful wife, actor, comedian, producer, all the things, and beautiful, and a mom herself. And we are here with Miss Capri, Jared's mom, and Miss Linda, my mama. So, welcome, moms. How are you doing?
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, you had a long commute. Yeah. Just remember, this is going to be, you can...
Oh, that's
It has been a day of
Yeah.
commute.
For y'all
Yeah.
too.
Well, we're just glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good to be here.
I mean, we're so
I've been to
excited.
Atlanta and back and everything.
Yeah.
You flew in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet your arms are tired.
Yay! How was your commute?
My commute was fine. Yeah.
No?
I'm not that far away.
No.
I live here.
There you go.
There you
So, hint.
Yes.
I'll move in with y'all.
All right.
That was
No,
easy.
That was easy. But we're really excited to have you here, and we just want to encourage you and have fun, reminisce about some old stories, most about Jared when he was young. I want to hear all those stories. It's good stuff.
I'd like to hear some when Chad was young at one time, right?
Yeah. And
I'd
had
like to hear
hair.
about those. Yeah. I've heard rumors.
Yeah.
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 Back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
You got fuzz here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you want to do a special shout out?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to do a shout out to my mom. She's actually in heaven. And she's awesome, and I love her. And she would not want to be on this podcast. So this is great because she can watch from heaven and not be here because she
Right.
would not like it. So
And she's always remembered as the kids called her Mimi.
yes,
So,
Mimi.
Miss
So,
Mimi.
yeah, Miss Mimi. But as we do on every one of our episodes, we started off with a little segment called Is It News? So this is where I peruse the internet to find the most serious.
That means looks up.
Yeah.
Nice. So I looks up all of the news.
You looks up.
I looks
She
up.
scours.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
looks
what that
up. I
means.
scour. I like the
Scours?
scour. I like
Oh.
that better.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that better.
I did understand.
Yeah.
Yes, I
She
know
knows
you
all
did.
those southern
because
slang
you know what,
words.
you're the one that taught Jared what that meant. So it's your mama, and you're an awesome teacher. So here's our first news story. So I share a news story, and usually I come up with my own titles, but Chad actually sent me some awesome news clips here, and I'm going to see if y'all think it's newsworthy.
Nice.
So, okay, first news story is woman finds man hidden under hotel bed during solo Japan trip, and she felt like her life was over. So this lady, it was a nightmare. She discovered a stranger under her bed at a hotel. I guess he was just sleeping under her bed and hanging out and hiding under her bed. And she booked this solo trip, but this man, I guess, thought that this was also his hotel room. So
He thought it was his hotel room, so he slept under the bed?
he slept under the bed.
That's the first place I checked.
That's where
It's most comfortable.
more comfortable. Right. So do you think that would be newsworthy? Would you want to know if somebody was sleeping under beds in hotel rooms that
I'd want to know, but I don't want to find out on the news.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want the news to tell me that somebody was under my bed.
Hey, well, you had that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who else, like when you're like wake up in the middle of the night or whatever, that when you go to bed or you get out of the bed, you ever had a thought like a hand's going to reach out from under the bed and grab you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough room, especially the bed you're sleeping in tonight. There's enough room for someone to grab.
Reach out, grab, yeah.
Right. So, yeah. I mean,
And you're really vulnerable too
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're in the bed. You're in your pajamas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this
If you-
lady,
Without your hearing aids or glasses.
right? Maybe she's got a CPAP machine on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
Bane from Batman.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure all those things too. Yeah.
Sure. Well, apparently she unlocked her room. She went to go like put on her pajamas and she went to lay down in the bed and she encountered a weird smell. And that's when she looked under her bed. So
So he
that's
farted.
very weird.
So
to
he
me.
farted. That's how he gave himself
She did
away.
say he was Japanese.
I mean,
Oh, maybe a sushi under the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Smell-
could- you're
eating
saying
sushi under
you're
the
saying
bed.
he's like rolling sushi and having a California roll under the bed.
Under
That's
the
what woke
bed.
her up.
It's in Japan. It wouldn't be California roll.
Oh,
It'd just be.
well, they can't eat California
Amber,
rolls
they
there.
sell those elsewhere, not just California.
Just California. I mean, I've had that in Tennessee.
Yeah. Have you had a French fry? You're in France.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that guy knew something. Because why would he be under the bed?
Maybe he was hiding.
Like a hide and
Yeah.
seek? You think they were playing a big game of hide and seek at the hotel?
I don't know.
He's hiding.
Like I know in Japan that they have like the hotel rooms that are like pods. Like have you seen that where like they literally like have like some kind of like a little elevator or whatever, and you go up, you open up this little door, and you get in a pod, and then somebody's underneath you and get in a
yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was in a pod, but he's under a bed.
Right.
Maybe
Did they
I don't
say what they did when they caught him?
that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
So-
He's still in the
That's
lamb.
all we got.
Yeah, he's still up there.
No.
They didn't catch him.
They did catch him.
We
He
would have heard
could
about
be
it.
under any bed.
He's under a bed right now, probably.
He's under a bed. Is he under this?
Like
Look.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Wonder where he went when she found him.
I know.
Probably had to find another bed to go under.
Yeah. maybe a full size bed this time.
Yeah.
So the
Right.
stinky
Yeah.
twins.
It didn't say if it was a king size or a queen size.
If they're in
So-
Japan, it's
No, it's a twin.
It's probably a twin.
yeah, they're not very big.
Yeah.
Maybe so. I don't know. What do you think? News? No news?
Again, news, but I don't want to find out on the news. You need to
Right.
find out
Yeah.
someone's under your bed
Agreed.
prior to.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Okay, we'll go to the next one.
Very nice.
Wedding guests left shocked at the very odd thing that this priest says during vows. Okay. So
Okay.
anybody want to guess what he might have said during the vows?
Oh yeah.
Clean comedy podcast.
Oh, yeah. So
No, I don't have anything then.
Oh, yeah. What could he have said?
lose my
He said,
oh,
"Husband, do you take this husband?" I mean, I don't know
No,
what.
Yeah.
no. He said, like during the vows, he's explaining the vows, doing all that, and he's like, and blah blah blah. You are now man and wife.
Did he say blah blah blah?
He said
Or
blah blah blah.
Oh.
He used blah 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 in his
like a yada, yada,
yeah
yada.
yeah
Oh.
like
blah-
in their
Yeah, she said
vows,
that
the
in the vows.
blah
he
blah
said
blah.
blah blah
Oh, he
blah.
did.
Like I
thought
take
were just
you
saying-
and blah
Like,
blah blah.
And now you're
Y'all
man and
married.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. He just skipped all the good
What
stuff.
state?
Blah blah blah. You know what? I don't know. Let me
Sounds
find
like
out.
sounds like California.
Yeah, I was
I
going
don't
to say maybe Jersey.
Blah blah blah.
I don't think they even get married in Jersey.
Oh, okay. No, they would say yada, yada. In Jersey.
Yada yada
Yeah.
yada.
I mentioned the lobster bisque.
It's an old Seinfeld reference.
That's right. That's so good. Oh, love having you here. Let's see. I don't know what state it was in.
I would
does
say,
it say?
not news.
No,
I'm
definitely
not
not
interested in that.
news. Just sounds like a guy that didn't really know what he was getting into
Yeah.
when he was.
Now, who left though? Just a guest or the?
I think like the whole
Yeah.
wedding people.
It was
were just,
in Jersey. This was in Jersey.
There you go.
Oh, that's why he said blah blah because he's not used to doing weddings there.
Right.
He's like, yeah, you know, I guess yeah, blah blah blah, whatever
Yeah.
goes along with this. I do divorces too.
That was the blah, blah, blah.
See you in 6 months. Yeah.
See you in 6 months.
The old side hustle.
He passes his business card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After you
It's
get
like-
married, he's like, here, I also do finishes too. Yeah.
Right. It says priest on the top of the card, and on behind it says lawyer. It's like,
Half your
man.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a little crazy. So.
No, not news.
News.
No.
No news.
Agreed. No.
I guess the only part would be news is you know who that priest is, and you know you wouldn't hire him to
Yeah,
do
there
your
you
wedding,
go.
or
There you go.
yes.
Yeah.
But other
Don't
than
want
that,
that one.
I don't know. That's kind of
I don't know.
So no fish story.
well.
no,
maybe.
no
There could
fish
be.
story. There could be.
We're
Let's
not
see.
done.
We've got.
Yeah.
She's watched the episode. She
Well,
knows.
they're probably not, because I found the news. and
He
sent
found
it to
most
her.
of these
I just
news.
found the headlines. I didn't really read them. I just thought it was interesting. Throw the headlines. So
She knows about Amber's love for aquatic life.
Yes. Did you give her one of those?
I don't know. That
No.
was. I don't know. One of these is like ballet, so I'm skipping it.
I'm skipping the ballet. Oh, man.
Okay, so
Apologize.
anybody have any funny wedding stories?
Oh yeah.
Oh well. What about the time you were breakdancing at that wedding?
Oh well, that legend just grows.
It wasn't a legend. I
well-
witnessed it.
Well, everybody knows that I like to pop and lock. So,
Not
that's
everybody.
Well,
They do now.
they do
What is
now.
that?
Breakdance.
It's a move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But we're at a wedding, and I think it was it Hannah and Joseph's? Eddie Wilson?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're at a wedding there, and Zeke at the time was maybe 8 or 10 or something like that. And you know how the reception, everyone's dancing, and so Amber and I, we're ready to go by this point, where all the kids are in the middle of the dance floor and they're dancing and stuff. So I had to get Zeke. I'm on the outskirts of the dancing circle, and I'm trying to get his attention, like, hey, come on, we gotta go, buddy, we gotta go. And some of the youth there from the church, they were like, hey,
Teach me how to Dougie.
yeah, teach me how to, hey, Chad. They're calling my name, Chad. And so I was peer pressured into the middle of the circle. And I found myself in the middle of the circle. And so you can't just walk away. You got to do something. And so I just gave it a little move and blah, blah, blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Well, I was
yeah.
hanging out with this lady that I'm friends with, and we're eating cake, and I'm just, eating cake, and she's eating her cake. I'm not eating her cake. I'm eating my cake. Anyways, and so we're eating, and she just says, she takes a bite. Do you realize that your husband is over there breakdancing, and there's a whole circle of people chanting on? And then I look, yeah, I see that. Keep on eating. And I just go back to eating cake.
She was not impressed.
And she was like,
Oh, man.
that makes sense.
So
And
I had time enough with my moves. I got to slip off my
It
jacket.
was ridiculous.
And I got down into doing the backspin into the windmill.
Really?
And I got my shirt really dirty, had to throw it away.
You didn't have your cardboard
Well,
ready?
no. You did not throw your shirt away, because like a month later.
No, we
like,
ended up throwing it away, didn't
Well,
we?
we ended up,
Okay.
but you shoved it in the back of your closet somehow.
Oh, yeah.
So about a month
Same
later,
thing.
is that I pulled out his shirt, and usually he does the ironing, because my ironing's not up to snuff, because he is really particular about his
I
ironing.
mean, I just like not to see wrinkles.
Right. And I go pretty fast.
It's not hard. He wants a crease and a cuff, Amber.
Right,
Yeah.
something, right. And so I pull it out, and I was like, okay, yes, I iron this shirt. And I turn it over, and it has a black streak on the back of the shirt.
It wasn't
I'm
the
like,
first time.
what?
Call that the mud flap.
At least it wasn't yellow.
I was like, what in the world have you done? And then he was like, oh, that's the shirt I was breakdancing in at that wedding. I was like, of course it is. That's
How many times have you uttered that sentence, Chad?
Yeah.
Oh,
More
that's the
times
shirt
than
I
you
was-
think.
That's the
But
shirt breakdancing with
the thing is, the whole thing lasted, honestly, maybe,
a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
like
Nothing.
10 minutes. No, it was probably like 10 seconds. It was pretty fast. It was
They
pretty
made
fast.
it out like you were out there for an hour doing this, like
And
you
it-
left sweating.
Yes, and the legend just grows. Like by this time, it's like he was levitating. I was like, all kinds of stuff had been added to it.
You
No.
moonwalk.
They were
you moonwalk with
chanting
Zeke
your
on your
name.
shoulders, and
They were chanting my name. I ripped my blouse.
They say, good Chad, good Chad.
They were chanting.
Yeah.
They were
Stretchy
chanting your
pants.
name.
Yeah.
and I kind of squeeze.
Okay, here I got a news story, and this is about cats.
No news.
Oh, I like cats.
So
Gosh.
Capri likes cats. We all have dogs. Well, Jared doesn't have a dog. But
We had a dog.
do you have a dog?
I don't now. We used to.
Do you have cats now?
No, but my other son does.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, well, this is a Michigan woman whose cat disappeared in 2022, was reunited. Was
so good.
reunited with her beloved pet when he turned up 3 years later outside of McDonald's 10 miles from her home. So she finds her cat at McDonald's. So I just
Was
found
this
her cat
in-
later. 10 years later.
McDonald's.
But
Or
what
no.
country?
3 years later. Michigan.
Oh.
It's not a country.
No, I didn't know. You know, there's certain countries that would
It's
put
America.
that on the menu.
Just so we're clear.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
United States.
It was in the United
McDonald's.
States. Okay.
No, the cat was alive, not in a burger.
Okay.
The cat was alive, but 10 miles away from
Hey,
the
I bet
house.
that guy under the bed
All that time?
was making some cat rolls, sushi or something. Maybe it
No,
could have been.
no.
Was it?
I'm
just,
sure not.
It just fed
No?
off the land or something while it was.
Don't do that?
missing?
That in Michigan?
Yeah.
No. The
I
guy
like
under the
that.
bed.
Oh, he was in Japan.
No,
For
we're back to
sure.
the cat in Michigan.
Oh.
And Linda said, did it feed off the land?
Not the water.
Okay.
It probably ate a lot of McDonald's, I'd imagine. Maybe it was living in the dumpster.
Yep.
It's a smart cat. Maybe the cat
Maybe
didn't
other
want to go
families
home.
were feeding it.
Right.
People do that. Stray cats.
The cat was probably mad because she found it at McDonald's and it was like, why are you taking me away from McDonald's?
Have you eaten there? I'd be mad too.
Is it male or
Fish
female?
fillet. Is it what?
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 Is that your go-to at McDonald's? The fish fillet?
It's a cat. Of course
okay,
his go-to would
okay.
be fish
Sorry,
fillet.
sorry. I get it now. Okay.
Oh, okay,
I
that
thought that
explains
that
it.
was your.
When I was
No,
when
it's
I
a
was
little-
little
little
girl,
chicken.
I liked fish fillet. That's what I would get. The fish fillet.
Yeah.
Never really.
Every time with
I haven't done that one in a while.
the golden bun and the piece of cheese and the
I
little
worked
bit
at
of tartar
McDonald's.
sauce.
Would not recommend that.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Even
Not,
to
not the fish sandwich, you mean?
Or the nuggets.
The nuggets, no, but the little, I like the McChicken, the McChicken one. Mm-hmm.
I think-
on their
Well,
value menu, whatever.
yeah, I would say. Well, I would take that back. I would say the fillet, the nuggets. Sorry, the fillet or the McChicken grilled. Or not grilled. What am I saying? Am I having a stroke? I don't know. What I was saying is like anything that's fried, except for the nuggets.
Okay.
It would probably be safe to eat because it's fried.
Okay.
But the nuggets, what happens is
Do we want
typically is they put them in this drawer after they fry them and they get them out, and if they're in a hurry, some fall on the floor, and I've seen them scoop back into the drawer.
Oh, wow.
And so,
Yeah, nuggets, no.
I'm
Because
also-
I think they're, you don't know what's all in that nugget.
that's true.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to bring
Yeah.
up. Any company that promotes that they now serve 100% chicken meat, and it's been they've been in business for how, like, McDonald's has been around for a long time. And I remember not too long ago, they were very proud to say, you know, we're using 100% chicken meat. And we're like, wait a minute.
Oh.
What have you been using that you're bragging that you're using what you're saying?
Yeah.
That makes me question it.
Really good. A lot of fast foods have gone kind of.
Yeah.
Pretty-
I say give them to the
everybody
cats. Let the cats have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got
Back
one
to the
more.
cat. What's that news, right?
That's
No.
right. I don't know.
Yeah.
News. What do y'all think?
Lady lost her cat. How do we even know it's the same cat?
Yeah.
Right.
Unless it had a collar or something.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Most cats are strays anyway. I mean,
Yeah. No. Stray cat. What was that show? Kids like Aristocrats? Aristocats.
Yeah.
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 Alf liked cats.
Yep.
He
sure
did.
Who?
Alf from
Oh.
Melmac.
Yep.
He used to eat cats.
You say that like you know.
Well, that's where
What do
he's
you mean? I
from.
don't know. Have you never seen the show?
From Melmac.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
She used to watch Alf.
You've never
Yeah.
watched Alf?
I've seen Alf, yes, but I don't
He's
remember
from
the
Melmac.
planet he's from.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
ate cats.
Right.
Ain't cats for real?
Oh yeah, he was always trying to get that cat that
The
lived
neighbor's
there.
cat?
Yeah, it's hard to get a cat down a puppet. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Wait a minute.
Especially
Puppet.
dry with no sauces.
All right.
Puppet.
I live in a tiny smart car so I can afford retirement. I even have an emergency toilet. That's the.
Yeah, are we still
Did
on
you say
news?
car?
This is news. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yes.
or
She said car.
She said a tiny I live in a tiny smart car so I can afford retirement. How far would you go to be able to afford retirement?
Well, it doesn't.
I want to know what an emergency toilet is too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
just a
look that
bucket.
up. The ashtray.
There's a funny story. We're going down to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I'm all over the place. Hilton Head, South Carolina, and we're going down this one stretch of the highway, and we get to Macon?
Oh, are you telling that?
Oh, sure, absolutely. We're in Macon, and we're going to have our final stop before we get to Hilton Head because it's like another 2 hours of country darkness.
We apologize to all the people in Macon.
All right, so we stop in Macon, and I force the family, go now.
This is your last
This is your last chance to go till we get to the island. And so everybody goes, and Zeke is how old? Maybe
Probably 2.5, 3.
2.5. So I'm forcing him,
3, maybe
go.
3.
And so he's not going to go.
Yeah.
And so he's older than that. He's probably like 4 or 5. He's older.
Maybe.
But not too much older. So we get going past Macon 30 minutes after we just stopped. And he's like, I gotta poop. I'm like, oh man, Zeke, there's not a place to poop. And it's like sun setting. And so we pull up onto this little top of the exit, and he hangs his little cheeks outside of the van door, and he plops out a couple of logs there on the exit ramp, and people are coming up and getting off, and so, yep. And so we got some wipes and cleaned them up, and
do you have a frog in your pocket?
yeah, hey, when we're married, it's all together. So as a team.
I'm going to tell you what, 100% that was your decision.
Well,
There was no we in that decision.
Yeah. Well, it got done. So there you go.
He just hung his butt out the window. Were y'all moving?
No, we stopped.
Oh, okay.
We stopped. I was fine. Barely.
Barely.
Man, that's not even
I mean,
that
he
bad.
still had it in drive, but it
Yeah,
was
had your foot on the brake.
Down the road.
And so Amber held on to his little tiny hands and put her feet on top of his feet, and he just kind of had his.
You rolled him up in the windows. So it comes out
Squeeze it.
easiest this way. Yeah.
like the Play-Doh thing.
Keep him in there when they pull out.
so horrible.
Yeah. So
I'm sure Zeke
Father
will
of the
appreciate
year.
you telling that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's Mother's Day episode instead of Father's Day because you would not get an award for that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: when you're a dude, you just make things happen.
You made things happen that day.
True.
You made things happen at the lake one time.
That's true.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Oh yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Well, we went skiing on the lake all the time, kneeboarding, skiing, whatever. And I had to go to the restroom when
It
I was.
always comes back to you
But no
having to
one
go to the
knew it.
bathroom.
Yeah. Well, no one knew it. I'm out like 20 feet behind the boat, holding the little ski rope, and I had to go. So I pulled on my little trunks and squeezed off a little treat.
It was
Squeezed
between you and
off
me.
a little
Between you
tree.
and me.
For the fish?
I was in the water and it came between you and me.
I left that part out.
Squeezed off a little treat is how you worded that.
For your mama.
Yeah, and it just kind of floated by her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You would have
Oh,
to
it's
drain. For me to get in that water, you'd have to drain the lake and then refill it back up after you dropped a little treat.
He's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you were in the water with him when it happened?
How'd it go?
I'm
Fell
gonna
off the skis and
What'd you wipe with?
Oh, man, it's
water.
water. Yeah, it's water.
His
You
life
used
jacket.
water?
it was a bidet type of thing.
His life jacket.
My
Yeah,
left hand.
a bass. Largemouth.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
wonder why it didn't
goodness.
So crappy.
Yeah. Oh.
But it stood up your back.
That's what I thought with the crappy.
Oh my
crappie.
goodness.
What was that?
I'm gonna pray for you even more
Yeah.
based on that story. That's ridiculous.
A little treat.
He left
Oh,
out
my
some
goodness.
details.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
He gave us enough, though.
Exactly.
You
Popped off a little treat.
Do you want me to describe the treat?
No. Well, that's a
Salty?
good story. I guess we could. I mean, that's a good story. But
Right.
you know, this is a segment that we tell stories.
Story time.
Story
Story
time.
time. So
Right.
since Capri and Linda are here, you beautiful mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any stories that you want to share?
No, you go first.
I'm sure there's stories.
Oh my gosh.
I got a story about my mom. No, this is good.
Is that the grocery store?
No, not that one.
Okay.
No, this is a good one. This is a cute one.
Did you poop in a cart?
No.
Yeah,
So
it's not a challenge.
no, this
In
is
the parking lot?
This is a cute one. This is a cute one. My mom has a great sense of humor, and I forgot where we were going, but we had some friends in the car. I think we're going on a field trip, and I was sitting in the front seat. She's driving. I think there was a couple of the kids. We're going to a field trip, and we get to an intersection where there's a stop sign, and it has a sign that says "Stop ahead." And she reaches out and puts her hand on my head. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "It says stop ahead."
I don't remember that.
And as a 10-year-old and having some dudes in the back, it was not embarrassing at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But I remember it was cute. It was funny. Good solid humor.
I thought I was going to talk about the geese, so thank you for not doing that.
Yeah, there was one time we're going to church, and you mowed over the whole family of.
I thought they were going to fly away. And they didn't.
No, you didn't get the mama. You got you got the mama, but the baby ducks survived.
Nice.
Put that
Yeah.
closer.
So you want to tell that story?
No,
had to go
we
to-
went to church and it was all
Yeah.
over. But Sean never let me write
Right.
that down. He never let. Yeah.
Right.
You haven't either, but that's okay.
Right. Well, I mean, those.
You killed a
baby-
flock of geese?
No, just the mama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was
Cool.
for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
No, we were in the car.
The Christmas
She didn't
goose.
slow down or nothing.
Well,
It was.
because
I think she even sped up. Did you speed
yeah.
up?
They have wings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have got out of the way.
Yeah.
I've learned since then. I stopped for them.
No, I don't. Here's the thing: if I see a squirrel or any animal in the road,
You
I'll
always stop, right?
Yeah. Well,
You done it.
No, what I do is I try my hardest to slow down and stop, but I'm not going to slam on the brakes. I'm not going to swerve the car and put myself or my family in danger. The rabbit or a squirrel, whatever, is going to get smoked. But I try slow down. But if not, I'll do. I mean, that's
Yeah, I will make sure if I do hit an animal to make sure and back up so that it's not suffering. You want to make sure if you do hit it, you don't want it to sit there and
Oh my goodness.
right.
yeah. That's being.
So you hit it a couple times just to make sure.
Make sure, yeah. You
Right.
want to leave it. That's rude.
Right. Yeah. So
Okay.
story. Okay, that's my story. Cute story with mom.
Okay.
Your dad reminded me of one. Like, oh, you gonna
Yeah,
go?
you go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Sorry. Your dad reminded me of one the other day. We didn't know a lot of kids in the neighborhood, but Jared, when he was little, we're talking 5, maybe 6, I guess. He had a friend down the street named Ross, and he decided that he thought he was big enough to go spend the night. He wanted to spend the night with Ross, and he took his sleeping bag and, pill and everything, and gonna have us spend the night. First time sleepover somewhere. About midnight, Debbie, I think that was the mom's name, she calls and says, Jared wants to come home. And Ed's like, we'll send him home. And so he opens up the front door, and here he comes, running,
Oh, yeah.
dragging his sleeping bag, and he's just dragging it along behind him, and he's
He's
like,
homesick.
Yeah, it was
As
like
fast
3
as you
houses
can,
down. It
get
was
out.
far. Yeah, that took off though. It was dark, and I wanted
It was dark,
to get
so he
back
was
and go
running,
home.
yeah.
Do you remember why you
But-
wanted to come home so bad, or?
No, I think like they just went to bed real early, and I was up. I guess maybe I couldn't sleep, and you were in a weird house. I'd never slept at somebody else's house, and
But
I
what
woke
Dad-
him up, and my dad was awake at midnight. It wasn't a
Yeah.
He was
And
like,
what was funny is the little sleeping bag coming
Dragging
in.
it.
He's letting it just drag on the street, Just
Yeah, it was Dad's
drag
sleeping
the-
bag. It wasn't mine.
So wait, so you didn't pick him up? He ran down the street.
Right.
Yeah,
Because it was
like-
only
like 3
2
houses.
3 houses down the street. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we live in a, it was like, we live in a
called
dead end
cul-de-sac.
street, and then there's a cul-de-sac right across. So there's really no house directly in front
Right.
of our house. It's the cul-de-sac.
Gotcha.
And so the Hanks were about, I don't know, 2 or 3 houses down.
Yeah.
So here he comes, just running as fast as he can, and his
Did
dad's
he ever
standing on
go
the front
back to sleep over at that house?
No.
You stopped being friends
No, I
with
don't
those
think
people?
No, I was
Tonight.
still cool with Ross. Yeah, no.
You're just not going to sleep at his
I'm just not
house?
sleeping in anybody's house. No.
No.
No, well, I guess
That's
so, but
awesome.
That was funny.
Let me
That
tell you
is
something
funny.
I used to do to her when I was a kid.
I can only imagine.
She's hard of hearing and has hearing aids. So sometimes we would have guests over and she would necessarily maybe not be in the same room. She'd be in the kitchen or something, and the guests would ask her a question and she couldn't hear them. They would ask, like, Capri, where's the bathroom? And then she would look at me and go, hey, what did they say? And I would go, they said they need to wash their hands. Where can they do it? And she'd be like, just in here in the kitchen sink is fine. And they're like, what? And then she would know immediately, and she would say, what did they say? And I go, I'm laughing. They asked where the bathroom was. You told them to use the kitchen sink.
Chad would have said yes.
No.
And so I'm like, all right.
No.
Yeah.
Pipe's a pipe.
Yeah.
Right.
When in Rome.
All the pipes go different places.
Nah, they all go the same.
That's it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double treats. Double treats.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Show and tell.
Yeah.
Well, no, I want to.
Any other story?
Stories? Do you have any other stories you want to say?
No, she's got to tell a story.
I got my. What do you think?
Oh, she's going to wait until show and tell.
Oh, you're going to show and tell a story with your show and tell?
she's going to
Okay.
do that.
Oh, okay.
So the next segment that we have on the podcast is we call it Show and Tell. And this is a segment where Jared and Chad bring something to show us and tell us about it. But today we have Awesome Capri and Linda on their behalf bringing something to show and tell in lieu of their sons.
Holy smokes.
And everybody's a winner here, so you don't have to vote on which one you like. You can just say the moms win. So
I'm
we'll
just
do that.
laughing. She said awesome Capri and Linda.
I think she meant we were both awesome.
Just mentioned. I mean, she's pretty awesome to me. But she's like, we got awesome Capri and
Yeah.
we've got Linda over here.
Oh, it's like your cousin. What'd your cousin say? We were talking about this a while ago. His cousin was, or somebody in your family was watching the podcast.
Oh, Venetia.
And, okay, and she's like, what'd she say?
She said that you guys were really funny and that Jared was really handsome. She left Chad out.
Yeah.
That's
She said
what
I
Chad goes, oh,
No, I look like a
not
thumb.
me.
I think she said what she said.
Yeah, she said what she
She
said.
said what she meant.
All right. Yeah. All right, but
She's going to love that.
so like when we do a show and tell, it's just like basic show and tell in preschool and kindergarten. We bring something to the class and then we show and tell about it. But before we have your show and tell, I have a very special video I want to show our mamas. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
Thank
when
you.
you think about Mother's Day, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Amber, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think Mother's Day? I mean, outside of your mom, but I mean
Mothers.
mothers. But like
That's what I think of when I think of Mother's Day.
Good answer, Amber.
like
That's a good
a person outside of your mom.
A person outside of my mom, well, I think of Linda because
Oh,
she
that's
is
good.
my mama.
Yeah.
She's awesome, Linda.
She's making up for
She
you.
is.
Good save.
I love this lady. She is amazing.
Good
She
save.
is.
Jared,
my mom. Sweet
Jared, who
mama.
do you think about?
Let's see. I think about my dad's mother probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're not,
Yeah.
excluding our
Yeah,
own mother.
mom, yeah.
Yeah. I think probably of Francis. Yeah.
Okay.
I
And-
thought you were going to say your dad.
yeah.
I think of my dad.
yeah.
Mother's Day. Yeah.
And who do you think of outside of your mom? Who do you think Mother's Day? What do you think?
I would agree with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I
Yeah.
think, you know what? I'd have to probably, for now, too, I have a daughter-in-law that just had her first child.
Oh, congratulations.
She is a brand new mom, and so
Matthew and Sarah, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Congrats.
that's right.
And little
Matthew's-
Mary.
I don't think of Sarah at all as a mother yet. But
Right.
Oh.
Well, she is
Oh,
a mother.
It's her first Mother's Day? Is this her
yeah,
first?
it's
oh.
actually it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Happy Mother's Day, Sarah.
That's awesome.
And you are
First
a mom,
one.
whether Jared thinks so or not.
Not
Yeah.
with one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who do you think of outside of
I think
mom?
of words like a heart full of love.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
It's beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, what I think of is Mr. T. Okay.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, I've seen this.
What?
Maybe.
There's no other
Oh no, I haven't.
to treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right. every slow moan.
How do you not like that?
Grown from the
That's
pain
knocking.
that she felt when I was born. Always for the oven with it burning.
Maybe break out in the windmill again.
Making sure I had something to eat.
Wow, I didn't know he had 2 careers.
Stayed up night and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right.
It's a great rhyme.
Hard-earned money she spent.
It's good writing.
Clothes on my back and tried to pay the rent. Every wrinkle I put on my
Every
face
wrinkle.
and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter odds that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get.
There you go.
Wow.
Man,
wow.
yeah.
Mr. T.
Mr.
Yeah,
T
he
is
was-
spitting bars.
No idea he was such a good writer.
He
Yeah.
was bringing it.
Yeah.
He was bringing it. I like
There
the
you go.
moms in the background.
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
the dance.
Ain't no other.
And they had no part
Took
except
my
for
temperature
just.
when I wasn't feeling it right.
He is for every wrinkle on her face.
Oh, what?
That's what he said. Every
what he
wrinkle on her
said.
face.
Yeah.
Did he
I
say
closed
that?
cap. I couldn't hear hardly anything he said. I need closed captions.
Oh, man.
He said, I'm pity the fool.
No. He said E is for every wrinkle.
Oh, I said
Yeah.
R.
On her face. Because that's
Wrinkle on
what
her face.
mothers want to hear on Mother's
I
Day
know.
is the wrinkles.
Right.
They like to hear
I think
all
what-
about the
What he's
wrinkles.
conveying is, he's like, I understand what I put you through. There's the honor.
I can only imagine what
Yeah.
he put his mother through.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being born with all that gold?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
He was a 9-pound baby, just in gold.
Yeah.
He was
He was
9
a
pounds.
24
He
carat
was
baby.
1 ounce from 9 pounds.
I was talking about Mr. T.
Oh.
I didn't have all that gold when I was
Do you have any
little.
gold?
No, I
Not the gold,
I
but
didn't get any gold when I
His
was
mom's
little.
like the golden goose, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh.
laying golden Mr. T's. It's pretty weird.
Quite a tribute.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's
Yeah.
Mother's Day tributes.
I think we
Mom.
definitely need to hear from the moms on their show and tell now.
Yep,
especially
here we go.
after that.
Show and tell.
Show and tell.
Yeah.
Show and tell. Who's going first?
So,
Awesome, Linda.
It doesn't matter.
Would you
I
rock,
said-
paper, scissors
they
for
won't do it.
it?
Oh,
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Okay.
You know,
Here we go.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Hey! That means
She
you,
cut scissors.
you win, so I
Okay,
guess
I
you,
don't know how this works.
You won.
well, you won.
Won.
I've seen it, but
You win, you get to go.
You won.
I'll be quick. Because
You take her to Vegas. I don't know what I'm doing. 23 red wins. What?
it's on the reflexes.
I probably should have
Blackjack.
because I
I
think
don't know how
hers
this
is going to be
works.
better than mine.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Mine's just, mine is not what I wanted it to be because I didn't have some stuff I wanted to show. Like his little clay frog he made in the 4th grade. I
see
went
what that
to
is.
the upstairs, the attic, Rick and I looked and couldn't find it. So anyway,
I'll put this in front of you.
No, go ahead.
There we go.
so first of all, Chad was born December 27th.
Not hatched.
1974 at Martin Army Hospital in Fort Benning, Georgia. And so I still have his little bracelet tag, and I have my tag.
Oh, neat.
Wow.
That's one thing. Okay,
Oh, I
and
love
then
that.
oh yeah, I'll
It's
show
my
you.
first ankle bracelet before the incarceration.
First ankle monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a 1926 silver dollar. Here.
She's got.
This is my mom.
You were born with gold and
Yeah.
silver. No, just silver.
Scrooge?
It's like, yeah, we got frankincense, myrrh.
That's big.
She has a big hairdo there. But anyway, so 1926, and
It's a pompadour.
it was my mom's silver piece, and her name was well, it still is. She's in heaven.
Yep.
But it's Edna Lucille Bird. He called her Edna, but Abby Lou was named after.
Yeah,
right.
our daughter was named after
Yeah.
Linda's mom, Lucille, and our daughter's Abby Lou.
Yeah, her name's
'Cause we-
Abigail Lucille, but we
Lucille.
call her double name Abby Lou.
And it's so southern. I love it.
And we love your mama.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she's,
Precious.
yeah.
I'll never be like her.
Oh my
I
goodness,
don't even
you're
have.
precious.
Okay, and then these are between 1849 and 1850 silver dollar pieces.
Oh,
They have
that's
different
great.
faces on them. But I don't know. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting that my mom had these.
Those are neat. I've never seen them
May I see
before.
one of them?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Is that Susan B. Anthony? Is that
Oh,
who it
yeah.
is?
No,
No, it's a Liberty.
Oh, Liberty. Okay.
Yeah, it's Lady Liberty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
Martin
so bad.
Van
My brother-
Buren.
My brother told me that.
What's on the back of this? It's like an eagle.
Martin Van Buren, and
Yeah.
what's that? Who's that one?
That's really cool. What year is this?
1926.
Zachary Taylor.
1926.
That
And those
is
are 1849
so
and
neat.
1850.
1849, 1850.
It's
I
big.
see it.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, that's really
don't,
neat.
Don't try to pocket that, Amber.
now to the
Sorry.
good. Now to the good stuff.
Oh, this ain't good stuff. I thought that was
Well, it is
stuff.
good. That's great stuff. But my other son, he's in heaven too, and so we had karaoke at his 30th birthday
Yep,
party,
I remember that.
and I think we did karaoke too on your 30th.
What you saying?
Yep.
Yep.
He sang
Yeah,
that mother
he sang-
song by
Yeah.
Mr. T.
No, he did
Yeah.
not.
No, but my favorite songs to sing during karaoke is Milli Vanilli because
Really?
they sang
because they're
karaoke.
sip linking. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
lip syncing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was yes.
No, it's very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, you know it's true.
Good girl.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
This is serious.
We did the move.
That's great.
Watch it.
Oh. By the-
You really are a teenager.
He is.
I forgot. This is what was on the end of the bed. I had to go. I had to go after him.
Did you show
every-
this picture?
Oh, yeah.
You had to turn
showed it to
around.
y'all.
And yeah. I just want to make sure because everybody's like, well, "Who's his brother?"
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Sean.
Mr.
Yes.
Sean, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So but I failed to show y'all the. This is into my his bed, not my bed, his bed. That described who he was, how long he was, and when he was born and everything.
And this
Chad.
is Chad?
Oh, at the end of
Okay.
when he was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking like when he was a teenager. I was like,
Put it back in my underwear.
surely he knew where his bed was.
This is what, hang on.
He's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
when
this
he's a
one's me,
teenager.
14 pounds.
It's scratched out because every year he got like heavier and longer.
Yeah.
Well, not every year.
Not every year.
And this
Yeah.
is Chad
all
and
this
Sean
stuff.
in Gingerbread House.
Oh, wow. Is it a real gingerbread house?
I think so. I don't know.
Like you can eat it?
I'm gonna show it
Yeah.
to the camera. So
Are y'all chewing on it? Is that what you're doing? Look at that. That's before the witch came out and tried to
That was
Yeah.
your
hurt you.
that was your man cave back in the
yeah, that's probably in between when we fought like cats and
Yes, you
dogs.
did. Yes, you did.
Until he went to the Navy, and then when he got back, I guess I matured a lot more. But he was also mature, anyways. But
Well, you don't want to fight a Navy man.
No, I caused most of this stuff because I was a brat.
That's what I've
But
heard.
Anyway,
But you blooded his nose when you were like in the fourth. He was like in the
well, we were playing football in this guy's yard, and Sean came over and playing with friends, and then there was some discrepancy against a call, and so he got mad and he was bucking up to me, but my friends were there, my homies, and so I didn't want to look like cower down to him, and so he was pushing me, so I swung and I hit him right in the nose. I can't believe I landed
button.
that shot.
He came home bloody and everything.
And then when I hit him, I was like, "Oh poop!" And he just looked at me, and
I
then
can't even imagine.
and
you were in trouble.
I ran,
Right.
hit and run,
You ran like they said freeze. Huh?
and then he
Hit and
went
run.
home. He went home, and I was like, I would not want to go home.
Yeah.
Street lights come on. I was like, oh man, I gotta go home.
Y'all sleep in the same
Yeah.
room?
We have before, but not during that time.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Okay, so the best one.
Yes.
is the last.
This is my
It keeps
favorite.
going down.
Oh, yeah, this is
This
I've
is
seen
it.
this.
I've seen
That's
this one
great.
too.
This
Have
is
You've
it.
seen this one too?
Wonderful.
I have to.
I asked his permission to show it. He said
And
yes.
of course, I said it without a doubt. We need to blow it up.
Oh,
What?
man, I'm ready for this.
Okay, so
I
this
can pixelate this
what
in
I'm
the
about
camera.
to show. No, you can't. So what I'm about to show you is you took a crayon and colored it out. Your grandma's copy, but I kept a copy.
That's true.
You took a
Uh-oh.
crayon, you colored it out.
You thought this wasn't even
That
around.
camera.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Is it?
This is my son
Woo!
taking a
Look
bubble
at
bath.
those show legs.
He was like about you were
Have you
under
seen
two.
it?
I can't even
Oh,
see
those
it.
are nice legs.
Whoa! Yes. Look at that.
Hey, just for the
Nothing
record,
on but a smile.
just for the record, this is before you could not photograph young kids.
Yeah, what are you doing with the camera in the bathroom? I'm taking a bath.
The bubbles are hiding.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
Look at that GQ.
You see
Yeah.
how you know how I know you knew she had the camera
Look
because
at that smile.
you put the bubbles across
that
across
doesn't
here
look
so
like
you
a
could.
smile of why do you have a camera?
That looks
Okay.
like this
He's
is
like,
not the first picture that's been taken. This looks like she walks by and he's like, oh, we're doing this again. Let me get my bubbles on.
He did kind of create the bubbles.
See?
Yeah.
Let me get my bubbles on.
Yeah, bubble blanket, a
Yeah.
bubble sachet
Wow.
there.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
I don't
gorgeous.
think he expected that. Mr.
Statue of limitations
That's
or
in your
something.
grandma's
Gorgeous.
tub.
Yeah, I'm-
She took
So
it.
do you recall coloring away your
Down
grandma's
the
picture?
picture from there down.
I do. I remember that.
Good reason to.
This
Yeah.
picture will never be seen.
Yeah.
By a bunch of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
Little did you
Yeah.
know, 75 people have now seen that picture.
Like and subscribe.
Rack them up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and subscribe. We have more.
Yeah,
Ring that
indeed.
notification bell if you want more pictures
Man.
like that.
Oh, yes.
Bringing like OnlyFans
That's
pics.
right. If you want a more recent photo that looks similar to that,
No.
Follow us on Patreon and you get your own copy.
that's right. Less hair, less bubbles.
I can recreate that.
I think you should. I'll help you take it.
Oh no, it's getting worse by the moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
What do you got, Mike?
All right.
All right. Well, I looked all over my house for certain things I wanted to bring, and could not find them. It just really irritated me.
It's a big
But
house.
in my search, let me see if I can.
Did you bring a bag? See, this is, you could tell that this is your mom.
You can see where I get it from. She
This
brings
is
her own
your
bag.
mom,
Yeah,
yes,
but you can
good
see
for
she's much more white trash than I am. She brings 2 bags stuck
Aldi
together.
bags.
You see, I'm in here with a leather bag.
I'm trying to
Give it
get.
to leather.
That's right. I come in with dead cow with my bag.
So in my search,
What did you bring?
I found this, and
Please be a bubble bath pic.
it's school days.
Oh, how sweet.
Jared went to school. We did homeschool, but not until he got to high school. So he didn't start homeschool until 9th grade. Thank you.
I don't know what this is.
And so I was looking. I thought, oh, look at here. You know, this is cute. Oh, there's what is that? Kindergarten. You know.
Oh, that's
Oh my goodness.
Notice how my pictures are me not in a bathtub and
this is
clothed.
him. Yeah.
There's no bubbles.
No, not in the bathtub.
Hey, I had a certain level of confidence.
You could tell by that smile on your face.
And those bubbles.
So here is 1st grade. This is when you had mom
Oh,
pics.
Miss Pixie.
Mom
yeah.
Your hair is my favorite
Oh,
part.
And
My
I might
goodness.
add,
That bowl cut.
Yeah.
I looked in some of these things, and I now know why where your boys get some of their.
No, it couldn't be.
Oh yeah, we can pull some of this out, but
I wish we would.
yeah, okay. Well, let's see here.
Let's see what Mom Pick said about me in the 1st grade.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, okay. Well, this is something I found though. Jared, we sent him. He loved to draw, so I found, I guess, what I'm gonna call some of his first drawings.
Good Lord.
Is it Chad in the bathtub?
And here I thought, oh,
Why
it's
draw
me.
it?
I saw this one first, right? Mm-hmm. This is actually going to tell on me. I saw this one first. So here's this cute little picture of a lady, and see, this is okay. And I see on the back, and this says Jared Chambliss, age 6.5. This picture is of Mary Beth Evans, who played Kayla Brady, thinking about her and Steve on Days of Our Lives.
I told y'all.
Which
I told
tells
y'all I
you
watched
what
a
I
lot.
was busy doing.
Yeah.
And she loved Steve, who they called Patch. And this was his drawing of Patch.
You know who they are, don't you, Amber? You used to watch Days of Our Lives.
Can you hold it to the camera?
Okay.
Do I have any
Here's
pictures of
Kayla.
Bo and Hope?
Kayla and yeah, Bo and Hope was my favorite, but apparently he liked Kayla and Patch. So what is that one? Oh yeah,
That's a report card.
yeah. There we go. And what is this?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. And so I thought that was funny.
That
And
is great. That's what you chose to draw when you
At
were
6
6
and a
years
half.
old.
yeah. But now you know what he just reminded me, and I really wish I'd thought to do that. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but he drew a Mario. And he's
riding
less than
Yoshi.
10. How old were you?
Probably like 9. That's less
9?
than 10.
Yeah.
And it was so good we framed it. It was really good.
It's good from a father and mother looking at their child, but if you
Yeah.
I showed
I'm
it to you
telling
guys, you
it
guys
was
would be
good.
like,
I'll have to
like, all
send it.
right. I mean,
So
I can tell
I
who
don't have
it
any
is.
more of those pictures. I don't think.
I like that
But-
you didn't choose to bring that, but you brought these.
Yeah.
but
That's
here's
my
one of
favorite.
your- let's see if this is one that
A report
we can
card? That's going to
look
be
at and
embarrassing.
go.
Okay.
It's going to be
Let's
all
see.
about soap operas.
Let's see here.
Sure.
Look at all
General
these
Hospital
check
about-
marks down here that needs improvement.
Oh, let's just read what they said about
on
me.
things like listen attentively or
Just read that first right there. What's that first thing right there say?
yeah, Jared is a great boy.
That's enough said. Why?
Jared needs to apply more effort in his schoolwork.
Oh, it's just the Oreo cookie method. So they'll
Yeah.
do all the good stuff and then they'll get to the nitty
But
gritty.
this lady, she was good because she kept trying to encourage you. Keep on working. You can do it. I know you're capable. And let's see. I want to say she put in here that you had done.
That was
Whatever.
4th grade.
But I saw a lot of S's.
I
in there.
love
S's.
I love that your mom has brought your
Yeah.
report cards and she's
What
reading your
others?
report cards
Yeah.
on the
The
podcast.
thing is, like, I'm not super smart. Like if this was my brother, then you'd be like, he went to college. And you'd be like, yeah. Like, I barely made it out of high school. And she's like, look how good he did.
Yeah.
This is why he's
made
doing a
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
This is why he is on a podcast.
So
Can't read.
Yeah. Can't draw either.
No.
Hey,
I like you know how she worded it too. He loved art. Look at these. You're like, did he?
so let's see. You tell me whether this was school or not. This
What
is
do you
his
get in
version.
art?
Is that the Mona Lisa?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is.
Oh, you did that.
Did you draw that?
So,
Okay, no, I take it back. You can't draw.
What?
yeah.
I mean,
That
you-
was his.
It
Did
was
you do
a-
this at
it
HCA
was
or was
charcoal
this
stuff.
at
That's
the other
charcoal?
when you
That
were a
was
kid?
Oh, no, that's cool.
I can't. I tried all day
That
to
was for
remember the name of it.
Watkins
Thank
Institute,
you.
I think, downtown is where that was.
And so there's more. Here, you want to see a scary looking?
Ooh, yeah, I've got some.
Well, I mean, that's
scary
what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Frightening. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a scary Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a guy from
okay.
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one's the scary Mona Lisa?
Well, no, I don't know if that's a scary Mona Lisa, but
That one they showed me.
I just ask him. Just asking for a friend.
Doesn't matter. It's
I will
whichever you-
say, oh, here's a horse, and
that is a horse.
I found.
It's a lot of charcoal.
And what
Yeah, these are all charcoal
Oh,
drawings.
that's Abraham.
That is. If you're squinting and from a distance,
Oh my goodness!
it looks just
That
like
looks
Abraham.
like Abraham Lincoln on Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, if
You've had a couple of drinks.
one eye and squint the other one.
Yeah.
He was learning.
Yeah, if you're disfigured.
After you've had 3 gin and tonics, that's what Abraham
He was
looks
learning.
like. It looks
I will
like.
say this: he's very good. I didn't like reading it, but like one year for the yearbook, he did the little lion mascot. Jared actually can draw very well. He later got into Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. My mom loved
And
Bob
so
Ross.
this was the one he allowed me to have.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, happy little tree.
Oh yeah, that's great, Jared.
I don't know how much he likes them, but
I
I,
don't.
That's
love
my
them.
That's why she
favorite.
has it.
Yeah,
That needs to
he doesn't
go.
like this.
Hey,
one.
it can hang up here.
No, it cannot.
No, it cannot.
No, I vote for
Find
Abraham
another one. I
Lincoln.
get to keep at
Okay,
least
okay.
one. This
I
is
want-
the one I
Maybe
have.
you can
Abraham
do one
Lincoln.
for us.
I have another one.
When I got into like doing Bob Ross stuff, I painted probably 20 20 of them, and they're all just. I just gave them all away because I didn't want. After you paint it, I'm like, what do I do with this now?
Oh, yeah.
So I've got
They're
stacks.
really
of them.
good. Francis, his grandmother
My
had
grandmother
one.
bought one
Did
from
you
me
get
for
the one back?
$100,
We
and when
need
she
one
died,
right there.
I got it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there's where we need one right there.
I want that Abraham Lincoln.
His daughter has one hanging in her room.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Abraham Lincoln one.
Yeah, that could go right
I want
there.
it framed.
Yeah.
It's got to go on the set.
He really does. When the kids need something, he'll say, "Papa, draw me this. Papa, draw me that."
Is that kind of coincide with your love for comics because of the artwork and stuff, or?
Because it
I
was
don't-
funny?
Yeah, I don't know if it really. No,
because
He was
people,
really
the
good.
comics,
None
they
of
draw-
us can do it. Donnie can draw.
He's talking about comics as in comic books,
Yeah.
Amber, not
Oh,
as a
gotcha.
comedian.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Okay,
comic
yeah.
books.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I enjoyed
Gotcha.
when I was a kid. I wasn't a very good reader, and I would buy the comic books and just look at the pictures and then try to figure out what was kind of going on.
Did you draw comics ever?
No, I drew a lot, but I didn't make my own comic
Yeah.
or anything.
He, with the Watkins thing, taught him all kinds of stuff. Paper mache.
We did
what
that.
else?
Yeah, I made Dad an ashtray.
Oh, I forgot about
We
that.
did like different clay things. Yeah, we just learned all different kinds of art
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
place.
They made a calendar that they gave or sold or whatever, and in it, like for each month, he had like 2 of his things was a picture of in the calendar, and that's what I hunted for, couldn't find it.
That's awesome. I didn't know you're an artist.
Huh?
I didn't know you drew.
Oh yeah, he's way better than he's given himself credit for. Anyway, and I just want to add, by the way, I apparently did not so much, but your daughter, your oldest, offered me her first week's pay if I would embarrass you today. Yes. I just want to tell you that.
That makes total sense.
I thought that was funny.
I love
She
her.
was like, "Oh,
she
if you-"
is great.
Yeah.
I
You
joked
didn't take it up on it? I'd have done
Oh,
that.
I said, "Oh, okay." I'll have to think on that.
What'd you
but
bring
I-
to embarrass? Well, is that why you brought the report cards?
No.
Oh, I was like, I'm not embarrassed about that. Like I was there for all
I
that.
don't know
Everybody
that
knew
I
I was
really
done.
thought
Everybody
of it.
knows I can't read.
I can't really think of an embarrassing thing right now.
Yeah, I was
That's
on this show. Amber read the word Colonel, and I go, "That don't say Colonel." And Chad's
yeah.
like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Yeah, it does." I'm like, "There's no R," and Chad's
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, good question. Why?"
Is that why y'all turned that into that?
Yeah, Chad was trying to milk
He's
that
not a speller.
or a reader.
No. He's not a speller.
You like how
Neither's his
she-
dad. Neither's his dad.
Oh, I hear that is hereditary.
This is great. This
Neither's
is
his dad. And I noticed in here in his grades, the spelling grades.
And
were
you,
not good.
yeah, oh. Do you hear how she says it like you would say about somebody? You would say something positive. You would be like, "My son is great at math," is what you'd be. She's like, "No,
He is.
he's not a speller.
Yeah.
He's not one for words.
His thing is math, but not spelling.
Putting the letters in order, it messes him up."
That's right. That's awesome. Oh, those are great.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't know that you did painted Bob Ross. My mom took Bob Ross's like classes, like.
Yeah.
Did she ever meet him?
And then no, she never met him. But
What
we
about his
had
son?
Online.
No, she never met him.
Online, VHS.
Yeah, online. Well, it was VHS,
Yeah.
and then she
They had VHS online?
No.
Yeah. And then she sold, like she would paint. We lived in Kansas, so this is a little honoring of my mom, but she would paint on farm equipment, like saws and like
Really?
like big like pieces of farm equipment. She would paint. She would go to people's houses and paint their farm on a piece of their farm equipment,
Really?
and then she would sell it to them, and they would buy it and they would hang it in their house somewhere or whatever. Yeah.
Would she sign her name?
Yep, she would sign it. She'd sign it, her initials.
She could.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she would sign it
That's what a
for
lot
her
of artists
initials.
do, because if you have a long name,
That's right.
sometimes
She
it's
would
just
just
quicker.
sign her
Did you keep
initials.
any of them?
Yeah, I have some of them actually. Yeah, but I didn't bring them. But yeah, so she was a big Bob Ross. Like had all the, like did that.
I like
That was
some
really
just hearing
cool.
his voice too is very soothing. You
He's
can,
the
I can put
best.
his
He's
show
Taken
on. And
away,
Yep.
outdoors.
Love him. He's awesome.
sometimes
yeah.
he's got a squirrel or something with him, or
Yeah,
in his
yeah, because
pocket.
he used to like feed the squirrel, like
Oh, yeah, he had a
nurse
squirrel
them.
in his pocket, or he
Oh,
had like
yeah.
a bird in his back pocket or something.
A
He
bird
was
in his back pocket.
Yeah, maybe not his back, maybe his front. I don't know.
know about
He
a
would always do
bird.
some kind of animal stuff, though.
Like
yeah.
a chicken wing, like
Yeah.
for a snack.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little
Yeah.
weird. But we have a little something for y'all. Since y'all brought some cool
Moms.
stuff, I have like one thing that I just wanted to show for show and tell. Just one thing. I know it's not usually me. It's usually Jared and Chad. But happy Mother's Day.
Oh,
We love y'all so much, and we're so glad that you're here for Mother's Day. We love y'all.
Celebrating
Yes.
you, Mom.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, no sweat.
We love you. And that's it. That's all you got. That's what you get for all the years of love is
Right.
a
What'd you
couple
bring us?
flowers.
You've been
and
a
some
mother for
chocolates.
43 years now. Here are your flowers. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. They smell really nice. Thank
I also made you a grandmother.
Hey.
True.
Yeah.
5 times over.
Yeah.
Catch up, Matthew.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Good.
And we never got to have girls, so he had the girls for us.
That's
It was just
true.
me and Matthew.
We spoiled them wrong.
That's right. Matthew's
Yeah.
the closest thing she had to a girl, so.
I'm sure he appreciates
Always
that.
have to get that in. doesn't
I
he?
know. It's just a joke.
You know
He's not
what?
transgender or anything.
I did think of one little thing that
yeah.
whether it would embarrass or not, don't know.
No,
Let's go
please.
for it,
But
please.
it was another little story. It kind of tells on me as well. But but going along with the days of our lives in television, you know, back when he was little,
When you gave
we
me
didn't
Jack
have
Daniels to take a
we
nap.
didn't have streaming. We didn't have streaming. We didn't.
Facts.
Maybe if you taped the show, you could pause it. But most
Right.
your TV was you were watching it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And Ed was on the road a lot, or at the Opry or wherever, and I would be into some show, and he would come up and go, "Mom, I have to go to the bathroom,"
Oh, man.
and I would be, "Well, go. I'm scared. Can you go with me?" And I'm like, "It's just down the hall, honey. I'm right here."
Jared, you are 12 years old.
And why are you carrying a sleeping bag?
But sometimes I would go, but sometimes I'd really be into my show, and I would go, "Okay, you go, and I'll sing, and you can hear my voice."
That's true. She would sing, and she'd be like, you know what? You've graduated. You're going to have to do this on your own.
And that's when you'd be drawing pictures of the people in the in the bathroom.
Oh,
So
makes sense. Yeah.
that tells on me as well as him, but it was really
She
funny.
wouldn't
'cause I'm
walk
like,
me down the hall to the
"Right down
bathroom.
the
She
hall.
goes,
I mean, you
listen,
can
I'll
see me."
sing. That's the best you're going to get. You can hear me. But you walk down there and go.
Yeah,
Those are
he's
soap
the scared
operas.
one.
Yeah.
He was the scared one. But it's literally like,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I sat on the floor to watch TV, I'd be closer to TV, so I could literally, I'm like, I'm right here, I can watch you. But of course, he has to go into the bathroom. You know?
Now, listen, this bathroom was probably a full 30 feet down the hall. I mean, it wasn't. This isn't a big home. This is like 12,000 square feet. You know, like
12.
3 bedroom. Like you could throw a rock and hit the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
12, yeah. So, but yeah, he was like, I'm scared.
Oh,
You can go. It's just right down there.
take your blanket.
Go with me.
Yeah, you're like, I believe in you. And now I'm watching
Yeah.
Bo and Hope.
Yeah, that's right. Bo and Hope are on.
I have a bathroom
Yeah,
story
you do know that, huh?
about my mom. I have a bathroom story about my mom.
Oh, I'm sure she's going to love this.
Yeah, I do. This is great. So,
Yeah, dude, this is great.
this is great. So, when me and my brother and everybody would use the restroom, we had a hard time flushing the toilet. We had.
What do you mean you had a hard time? Like it wouldn't flush, or you just didn't do it?
No,
Was
we
this an
did- we-
outhouse?
We didn't do it because the mantra that my dad would say a lot was like, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Because he's trying to save water, I guess,
And never
pinching
stuck your
pennies.
nose anyway.
Sure.
Right. So, but we didn't flush. And I remember it just triggered her one day. She was cleaning, whatever, and she was like, all right. And she's like the sweetest thing on 2 legs. But she came unglued. And me and my brother just looked, oh, I do. And you just looked at us and she's, I don't care if you fart in this toilet, you're going to flush it.
Wow.
Yep.
You're gonna flush a fart, huh?
Yeah. She's like, put some water on that stuff.
And that's our motto today in our house.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And Zeke, put some water on that stuff. You're not in the electric chair. Go ahead and you flush it. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I have to bring the knocker with me. I have a knocker from way back when in the 60s that my dad bought. We had one bathroom for the 4 of us, and it was like knock one time for number 1, knock twice for number 2, and I think it was 3 times.
Hurry, man, hurry.
Yes, something like that.
A lady.
It was a wooden knocker, with a wooden thing. It told you what to do in it.
Isn't there a song? Knock 2 times.
At Tony Orlando and Donald.
Yes, yes.
This is serious.
Happy Mother's Day.